Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. In this video, I want to remind you of a message I recorded somewhere in 2016. I believe it was early 2017, I don't know anymore. But I've explained another reason why some people turn on you. And when those people turn on you, they will either leave you unnoticed or they will cause trauma and accuse you and leave you. But I've explained one reason that often we don't consider this reason. We don't, because it sounds so dumb, but it's nevertheless true. This is one reason why some people turn on you and why some people leave you. Because it's not about them. I've said it. They turn on you because it's not about them. Because see it like this. They, whoever they are only interested in themselves. Their sole and only interest is to validate themselves. So anytime they encounter something that's not in line with their expectations, it's a confrontation onto them that they are wrong. Okay, let's say now that you are going through misery. You're about to become homeless, all of that. Now you may think you have all this bad energy around you, then people want to stay away from you. That's understandable. But what if you have things going well for you? What if you just bought your new house? What if you have a beautiful car? What if you just got married? Or what if your son just graduated college? Or just think of any great thing, anything. What if there are many great things happening with you at the same time? There are many great things working out. But now those great things are working out, you notice that some people are not around anymore. They became fed up with you. They couldn't stand you. They are now raging against you. What's going on? It's not about them. And they are only interested in self-validation. Self-validation is the only interest they have. But here's the thing. Self-validation is a lie. Because their existence is not separate from reality. Reality contains everything there is. So they are part of reality. So they're not a god. They're not a deity, some separate independent entity. But that's how they see themselves. And that's the respect they're looking for. But here's the thing. They will never be happy. Neither will they ever be completed, nor truly successful in this mindset, because it's a lie. It can never be true. They're not God. And they need to deal with this, but they don't want to deal with it. So what do those people do? They only surround themselves with people that reflect their expectations, who dress like them, talk like them, or in some kind of way feed the supply, the emotional supply they're looking for. Or they surround themselves with people that they consider losers because then they feel better than those other people. And some of you had such people around you. The type of people that gather so-called losers so that they can feel good about themselves. Some people consider you a loser. But when time passed by and your blessing worked out and they realized they were wrong, they were confronted. And they don't want to be confronted with the truth. So they turned on you. Why? Because it's not about them. As long as they could validate that they are alright at your expense, they were good with you. But now that you are obviously in a blessed state, they can't handle it. Because they can't manipulate and turn and deform the blessing to validate their narcissistic expectations. They can't. Listen to what I'm saying here. Some people don't turn on you because you did them wrong. No, you didn't do them any wrong. Some people don't turn on you because, well, you were in a bad state. Because when you're in a bad state, it's understandable people want to stay away from you. But it's not because you were in a bad state. It is because you are blessed, you're operating in their power, and it's not about them. And they can't handle that it's not about them. And because they don't want to face reality, they don't have an issue with you. Because what's working out with you is real. But their mindset is based on a lie. So they're walking in a lie every day of their lives. So they're fake. And here's the thing. The counterfeit or the fake will always attack and harm the real. Why? Because as long as the real is around, the fake can't pretend to be the real. The fake can only survive as long as the real is absent or the real is concealed. Once the real is manifested, the fake is exposed for what it is. And the fake never wants to be exposed. That's something they never want to encounter. That's very traumatic onto them. So listen, when you are real, those that operate in the negative, those that hold on to the negative. There are people that are operating in the negative that will see your blessing and will be inspired and they will look for deliverance. You have such people, praise the Lord. But those that hold on to the negative, man, because it's not about them, they'll turn on you. And when they turn on you, they're making it about them. Just think about it. When they're upset with you, they're fed up with you, they're the ones fed up. And now they're the ones upset. And now they're the ones seeking relief. So it's about them. So they're making it about them by turning on you and using you as an enemy. This sounds quite dumb and quite outrageous, but you have such people around. And listen, if you had such people and they turned on you and left, praise the Lord. You had no idea what you were dealing with. It's now that they're gone that you look back in prayer that you realize, what? So because things were not about them, they turned on me? Yes, you have such people out there. You actually have many of them. You won't encounter all of them, absolutely, of course not. Practically, that's impossible, but you will encounter some of them. Some of them will be very cool with you. Some of them will be very close to you for a brief moment in time. But one thing happens that they realize it's not about them, and man, they turn on you. But there's the thing, when they leave you, they are leaving with their negativity, with the demons that are following them, with all their curses, with all their headache. And look, don't believe the lie that they have it better than you. They don't, because everywhere they go, they're still operating in the negative. As long as they don't surrender to Christ, those curses will remain upon them, because they're the ones holding on to those curses. So everyone they encounter, the same thing will happen. Once they realize it's not about them, they turn on them. Some people turn on their spouse when they realize that the marriage is not about them. Truth being told, such things happen. Look, it's not about preventing all harm or avoiding all discomfort. It's about trusting Christ that you will make it no matter what. And when you operate in faith, you will make it and you will overcome, you will overrule no matter what happens. That is what it means to walk by faith. So it's about Christ. But those that hold on to their self-validation, they can't stand Christ. Why? Because they're fake. Their mindset doesn't add up. And when Christ is glorified, their fakeness being shown for what it really is. Well, but that's their problem. You keep walking by faith. And let me remind you, many of you, the only reason you have so much difficulties is because you walk by faith. If it was for you walking by faith, you wouldn't have much difficulties. But the difficulties reveal that you're walking the right path. That being said, agree with Christ and be at peace.